Is it funny or is it brutal?
It's both. I mean, I have that sick sense of humor.
Yeah.
I thought, like, this is like after he died and he came back, you know, and he's just out there just, like, killing, like, you know, mob guys and stuff. It's just funny how he does it. Like, some guy picked up a cadaver, and he's, like, trying to shoot from behind the cadaver, and the Punisher shoots him, and he says, never hide behind the thin guy. I thought that was fun.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, then.
Fuck you guys.
Might have been funny in context.
We're going to come over and borrow. Let me see that, man.
Next week, we're going to give away World Tour Soccer 2006 for the PS2, courtesy of Sony Computer Entertainment, as well as an Adrenaline Flight Stick for the Xbox, courtesy of SciTech.
Oh my god, I can't control it.
All you have to do is answer this question. What video game moment made you the most angry? You can send that to radio@videogamenews.com, and please include your mailing address.
Does that mean, like, playing, or something that happened, like, in video games, or, like, what?
Well, it could be any moment, really,
Anything?
but usually it's something...
You've already described pretty much what I've done with mine, so.
If you've been playing... Yeah, not when you're just mad at your computer because it doesn't work, dude, but, like, when you're playing a game and something just made you so infuriated.
The patch from Ashron's Call 2, where they nerfed everything, that made me pretty pissed off.
I remember one time the dog unplugged my PS2 when I was playing.
Why are you playing your dog in PS2, man? You probably got pissed off and unplugged me. Fuck you, dog, because I can beat him. I'm playing you again in poker.
You want to keep that hand.
Yeah, you can bite your fucking hand right off.
Sorry.
All right, we're going to go with the emails. This one is from Aiden from Johannesburg, South Africa. He says, hey, guys, it's your fan from South Africa again. In South Africa, they speak the language Afrikaans. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It's Afrikaans. Mostly, which is a combination of Dutch and German and something else, not Swahili, that's Kenya. Anyway, your question for the week, how many games did I buy this year? Well, I bought 12 games. My most recent one yesterday, God of War. Anyway, love the show. Keep it up, guys. And Don, you got to say a lot more.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
would tell me saying more would tell me doing more. Now slow down.
We asked last week how many games everybody bought, because there's a statistic that says that for every generation of console, the average game is purchased is 9. I added them all up, and then I divided it and scratched my head because I'm retarded. And anyway, I came out with about 7.4. So
per system.
Well, per year. We asked everybody what they bought per year, but so a lot of people had extra systems and things like that, and PC versus game console. But the average purchase was 7.4. So there you go. I think I definitely make up for Brian and Don.
Yeah, completely.
Hey, I bought Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
You bought them used though, didn't you?
Finest Hour.
Oh yeah.
The thing was they couldn't be used because then somebody else already bought them.
Then I'm the zero part of the demographic.
Yeah.
That was an interesting statistic. I mean, maybe it's true. I always thought people bought more games because whenever you go over somebody's house, they always have like a fleet of titles. But I guess
we
not.
We check the date on some of those titles, man.
They just borrow them from everybody.
Yeah.
Never give them back.
There's a Hollywood video sticker on them.
This one's from Cliff from Romulus, Michigan. He writes, hey guys, great show. Helps make my mind wander at work instead of focusing.
I know where Romulus is.
Didn't catch the question of the day with all the important people I'm usually supposed to be listening to during the workday, so I'll just drop down that I've been playing some Crash and Burn, and I must say the online mode is addicting. Great to race and slam the guy next to you without him telling you to kiss off and learn how to drive. In closing, my life savings consists of the beef jerky I finished off about a minute ago, and my next big life ambition is to retire by selling kids useless crap on eBay. Hope I win. Something cool instead of living the next few weeks on the giddiness I get after every free iTunes download I get with the purchase of a 7-Eleven Slurpee. Okay, well, there you go. I don't know, do you get a free iTunes with a 7-Eleven Slurpee?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should go to 7-Eleven.
They got all kinds of places. We don't have 7-Elevens around here.
They
changed them all.
You have health food, a granola shake.
I tried buying like a couple of those Big Macs and try to win a PSP, but I can't eat I had two. I can't eat that. That's it.
But one Big Mac should last you the month.
I had like
eating a lead sandwich, man.
Yeah, it was just
It tastes yummy, and then it gets to the bottom, and you're like, oh.
You get to the end of it, and you're like, this doesn't taste like it did at the beginning.
Yeah, it's like you were sucking down model cement or something.
Yeah, I mean,
it was good the first 2 bites, but I mean, something kicked in there.
You're looking at the second one and you're thinking, I can't waste it, so I gotta eat it, but it's such torture, so.
You don't want to leave it in your car either because you know it's going to get that smell. That Big Mac smell in the car.
I got that smell in my car.
Couldn't Sony promote it with another food item or something, because that's just horrible. This one's from Robin from Singapore. There's no city, so I don't know if
Singapore is a city, dude.
It's also a country, though, isn't it? Maybe not. Maybe that's Thailand or something. I have no idea. Anyway, somebody can write in and tell me that, too. It's like a learning session with this fucking radio show. Anyway, for my Xbox, I can say that I've bought 23 games. For my Mac.
Damn.
For my Macintosh, 2 games. So that's 25 games.
I think they only make 2 games for Macintosh.
I don't know. The Mac, the thing is now that the Macintosh is going to be PC, based with the same processor, technically it won't be too difficult. It won't be as easy as just porting it over, but it won't be too difficult to get games now on the Mac at the same time as the PC. So there's always hope that Macintosh owners will be able to get something good. Anyway, he goes, I don't actually have a big wallet. It's just pretty damn cheap over here in terms of games. Yeah, that's what the black market is right outside your front door, You got
I've actually been to Singapore, I just remembered.
You got you got $10, you get a console and 25 free games. Unfortunately, I can only count that 10 of those are any good. By the way, he said skip where applicable, and he just went off about EA, but we're going to skip that because we've covered that in previous shows.
Right.
This one's from Javier from Phoenix, Arizona. It says, what's going on, fellas? Great show. I live in Arizona, which is hot as hell. Temperatures as high as 115 degrees.
I'd be dead. That would just explode.
I've worked in it.
Don would take out the trash and just you hear poof.
I just can't let the sun touch my skin.
Watch a big melting bag of trash and you see ashes in the form of Rob Zombie.
It's a dry heat, man. Anyway, to answer the question of the games that I have bought within the past year, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Doom 3, Gran Turismo 4, Halo 2, Metroid Prime 2, Resident Evil 4. All right, I'm not going to read. You know what?
Yeah, we were just looking for a number.
Well, yeah, with all due respect, dude, I don't want to know everything. I hope I win something, and if I win, I want those headphones. Keep up the good work. And he writes, a friend helps you move, a true friend helps you move bodies. So that's pretty good.
Right.
That's the new friend.
The new friend jokes.
Slogan every week.
That's okay. That was good too.
New friend joke every week. This one's from Rustin from New York, New York. He says, yo, sup, dudes. I've been listening to your show on the podcast for the last 3 weeks, and I think it fucking rocks. I listen to it going back and forth to work. I actually have a question for Brian.
Oh boy. What?
Did you ever play Star Wars Galaxies, or did you start with World of Warcraft?
Kevin started playing Star Wars Galaxies and told me about how mad he just didn't like the game, and I just never was interested. I like Star Wars, and I played 2 GameCube Star Wars games I thought were really great, but I had to give them back to Hollywood Videos, so, I can only enjoy them for so long. But, I mean, dude, I don't want to be a Greedo. I do. I don't want to be a Chewbacca. I mean, I don't want to be a human, obviously. I listen to everybody just bitch about it, and I just never play it. Some guys, they love the game. They have no free trial. I never played it.
I want to be a Fett.
I just found that it was too difficult to figure out what the hell to do in the game.
Yeah, you do. The way you talked about it, I mean, my brother, he could have a pile of gold in his house, and if he tells you after a while how bad it sucks having gold in the house, you don't want any gold. It's because because if you had it and he saw you over at your house, he'd bitch at you about it. You're like, dude, why do you got that? You know it's dumb. It's gold. It's useless. Can't do anything with it. It just sits there. Was it pretty? You think it's pretty?
All right. But he goes, I used to play Star Wars Galaxies, but then the stupid combat upgrade fucked everything up. I remember logging on only to find my character in his underwear. Ugh.
That's great.
You know what though? I just want to point out that
bummer.
there was recently a Dark Age of Camelot free trial that went on for 2 weeks. And
did you do that?
No, you know why? Because, they try and tempt you with that shit. They're all like, come on back and, you'll find your character.
I was thinking about it because I like that game.
Right, you'll find your character and he'll have all this stuff and you can come back. And that sounds great, but I come back and my character's still full of debt. Like, experience debt.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, hooray, I get to come back for 2 weeks for free and work my ass off just to try and get back to where I was.
Over.
Yeah. So
if you had done it, then the next time they have a free thing like that, you'd be out of debt.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If they're going to do that, why don't they just get rid of some of the debt? Because if I want to check out these new areas, I don't want to. It's like my characters are ruined. So anyway, he goes. Anyway, answer y'all's question. I would have to say that I've bought about 15 Xbox games and 12 PS2 games so far this year. I probably have a game library worth around $3,000 or $4,000. All right, this is where Rustin Whiteley lives, everyone. No. $3,000, Christ.
You've got more.
I got that in comic books.
You had that in comic books.
I still have it.
And then I borrowed some.
Plus,
I may have more, but I'm sort of like an entity. I think I'm
sort of like an entity.
I'm an entity.
Yeah.
I'm a little
Kevin
bit.
doesn't actually exist.
I'm a little bit rare in the.
You think Kevin's a real person, but see,
This one's
inside your head.